I mean, I don't even want to eat this. Like, this isn't even good anymore.
This teacher made 2 videos about her Subway order being wrong, where they just added cucumbers, no flavor, and tomatoes. Okay, that's annoying. I don't like tomatoes sometimes either, but like, you can just take those off. And yes, they forgot your mayo, but you literally work at a school. Your TikTok page is just you eating school lunches, so we know you know the lunch staff, so you can just get mayo there. And she acted like it was a crime. And then the girl who made the sandwich showed the receipt, and she ordered it wrong. The audacity! Oh my goodness. Could you imagine having her as a teacher? I know, teacher, she's probably fine, and this was just a moment, but like, are you kidding me? People make mistakes.
Y'all need to run to Subway and get my order. Please, I'm telling you. Once you get it, you gonna keep going back. It is so good.
This is the only thing you should ever order from Subway. This is better than any sandwich you will ever eat. And let me put you on it.
First up, you always have to get the 1/3. If you get 6 inches, literally block me right now. Second up, the bread of choice has to be Italian herbs and cheese. Like, do you see the cheese and the herbs? Why would you not want that? Thirdly, you want to get the tuna mayo. You want that toasted. After that's toasted, these are valid options you're going to choose. Jalapeno, cucumber, red onion, and sweet corn. Just trust me. Then for the sauces, you have to get the extra spicy, or if you're mid, you can get the non-spicy chipotle sauce. The chipotle sauce. And then you need to get the Caesar dressing. Can you see how delicious that is? But the sauce combo, the vegetables, the bread, insane. Oh my god. And it's literally £7.
What was your favorite moment while working at Subway? Way before COVID, there was this mom and this daughter that would come in every Friday and order the same exact sandwiches, a tuna and a turkey sub. They were always so positive and such great people, and then one Friday they came in with the wife's husband. After making all of their subs, the husband leaves me a $3 tip and says to me in private, "You don't know how happy it makes my daughter when she can come to Subway on Friday nights and get her nice tuna sandwich." In that moment, my heart pulsated a little bit, and I felt actually proud to be a Subway employee.
Maybe I'm the only person that didn't know, if you tip at Subway, it doesn't go to the person that made your sandwich. It goes to the manager. Like, why did my tip that I just thought I was giving to the girl that made my sandwich go to her manager that's not working? Yeah.
This is how it looks. Looks so good.
Her bracelet was rubbing all over the bread and dipping in the containers as she reached for ingredients.
Yo, Milad, what happens to all the food that has not been eaten during the day? Okay, so it really depends on what you're talking about. Like the stale bread, it all gets thrown out. Or if cookies go stale, they'll get thrown out too. And if I'm feeling extra generous, I'll sometimes give away the cookies at the end. Oh, who am I kidding? I always give away cookies. But basically, all the basic food goes into the fridge for reuse tomorrow, and it all just kind of gets used up. Unless it goes bad, then of course we throw it out.
I'm not gonna play with these people today. I'm not gonna play with these people today. So today I'm in the bathroom. I come up the bathroom. I get a phone call on our company phone. And there's a lady on the line. She's nice. She's calm. She goes, "Hey, I had a mobile pickup and I just picked it up." And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you already have it? And she goes, yeah, but she's telling me something's wrong with it. I'm like, okay. So I'm scurrying and all the receipts and everything, trying to fix the receipts. And then my coworker comes, she goes, hey, you can just see the receipts like on the computer. She pulls up her receipt and I said, okay, ma'am, you had a meatball sub, a steak and cheese, and a salami and pepperoni sub. She goes, yeah, but I have 2 meatballs and 1 salami. And I was like, oh, I said, the reason why you have 2 meatballs maybe is because we're out of steak. We don't have any more steak. We're out of mayo. We're out of steak. We're out of a lot of things today. Now, I didn't make the sandwich, and I wasn't here when her son, because her son came up and picked the order. I wasn't here when her son came and picked up the order. I think I was in the back somewhere, like washing dishes, and my coworker was up here because she was making all the sandwiches. No. I was in the front sleeping. And she was making all the sandwiches. Well, she goes, well, that's not what I wanted. Why didn't y'all call me? And I was like, ma'am, call you? We're not supposed to call our customers. We're not allowed to do that. She goes, well, my phone number's at the top of the receipt. It wasn't. Because first of all, I couldn't even find a receipt, but we're not even allowed to do that unless it's a DoorDash order. We were allowed to wait until the Dasher gets here, and then we'll tell the Dasher, hey, contact whoever it is so we can let them know what we do and we don't have. But then she starts getting an attitude and she starts raising her voice on me and she goes, well, it's not my fault that your coworker is too lazy to call me. I didn't want this and that. And I was like, ma'am, first off, and I was being nice. I was like, first off, I really don't suggest picking up a mobile order because nowhere on our website or our app, it lets you know our status of what we have and what we don't have. So if you'll order something we might not have it and you be already done paid for it. And that's what I told her. And she goes, that's not my fault that y'all were too lazy to call me. I said, ma'am, you keep saying y'all. I didn't make the sandwich. I wasn't here. And we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that. I do agree, like my coworker should have waited until the person got here so she could let them know what we do and what we don't have, but I'm gonna defend my coworker at the end of the day, you know what I mean? She's new here, she wasn't trying to do no harm. And I told her, I was like, well, ma'am, you can come in and get a free sandwich, any sandwich you want. And she keeps yelling and she goes, oh, y'all are so unprofessional, I need the manager's number right now. I said, ma'am, I can't give you our manager's number. That's our manager's personal number. I'm not allowed to do that. You can come back up here when our manager is working, but I can't give you her personal number. I'm literally not allowed to do that. So she's yelling at me, popping off on her mouth, and I get hot and I just blow up. And I get the phone and I say, ma'am, you're not finna keep yelling at me over this phone. If you want to yell at me, you're going to have to come to the store and yell at me face to face. You're not finna keep yelling at me over this phone. And she goes, this, and that. I'm like, okay. So I hang up. I put the phone down. I'm like, okay, if she wants to come, she can come. I'm not finna go back and forth arguing with her because we have customers in the store. She calls back again and she goes, I'm going to need that manager's number right now. I said, ma'am, I cannot give you our manager's number. That is her personal cell phone number. There is no number that you can reach the manager business-wise. There's only her personal number. And she goes, well, I'm gonna get my boyfriend to come up there. How about that? I said, girl, bring your boyfriend up here. He not stopping nothing. She was talking about, well, I'm gonna tell my boyfriend to come up there. How about that? I said, girl, you a weak female. Some of y'all are some weak females because you really gonna bring your boyfriend up here to argue with a teenage girl? But that's all right because her boyfriend ain't stopping nothing. Her boyfriend is not stopping nothing at all. And I said, ma'am, I can't control what my coworker does. I didn't know my coworker was making your sandwiches because I was too busy doing my chores, which we're supposed to do. I said, but you can come up here and get a free sandwich, any sandwich you want. We're not going to charge you. And she goes, well, what if my son had an allergy? What if we had allergies? What if we were allergic to it? I said, don't eat it. If you knew you were allergic to meatballs, why would you sit there and eat it? And then blame us. Don't eat it. You see you're allergic to it. Don't eat it. She goes, really? I'm like, yeah, really? So now she's coming up here, and I guess her boyfriend's gonna come up here, and I don't know if I should keep recording or if I should do like a separate video. I'm gonna do a separate video. But y'all, when I tell y'all I'm tired of these people playing with me.
I really don't mean to be the person that judges other people's food choices, but if you go to Subway and you get any other bread besides the Italian herbs and cheese bread, like, have you tried this? Because it's clearly the best.
I am not Subway. As obvious as this may sound, I've quickly learned that not everything on the internet is so obvious. Recently, I've been getting dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of comments and DMs about people's experiences that were negative at Subway. And I just have to say one thing. I am not Subway. I am not the reason that the tuna scandal happened. I am not the reason that your 12-inch sandwich was 11 inches. I'm just a man that started making YouTube videos at Subway, never expected any of this to happen. But I am not a multi-billion-dollar global corporation.